Hi again. In this video, we're going to dive into one of the most powerful parts of MediaCasa, editing your albums. I know from personal experience how long it can take to create and organize albums, but with MediaCasa, we can make that process much faster and easier. While MediaCasa can automatically suggest albums and groups within them, you have the final say. After all, no one knows your photos as well as you do. Let's go through how you can adjust an album to your liking. First, you might want to clean up duplicates or similar photos. This is where MediaCasa really shines. Of course, you can manually delete any photos you don't like. When you do, they'll be moved to MediaCasa's trash where you can restore them later if needed. But MediaCasa can also help you identify similar photos. Just click the Group Similar button, and MediaCasa will analyze neighboring photos and try to group the ones that look alike. You'll see groups of similar photos appear. You can double-click a group to view the photos side by side and decide if you want to delete some of them. You can also adjust the photo size or zoom in to see details before making a decision. In this case, I've decided to remove this photo. If MediaCasa doesn't automatically detect photos as similar, you can still compare them manually. Just select the photos you want to compare and click the Compare button. This is especially useful if you're working with a lot of images from different angles or moments. Now let's talk about editing groups within albums. MediaCasa automatically groups your photos based on time and location, but you can customize these groups however you like. You can change a group's name if you think it doesn't match the event or location. For instance, if MediaCasa named a group after an address but it was actually a Desert Adventures, you can rename it. You can also merge groups with either the previous or next group, or you can simply clear a group name if you don't need it. I'm sure there will be times when you don't need any groups at all in an album. If that's the case, you can select all the items in the album and click Group button. Then click Clear menu item to remove groupings. But let's say you change your mind and want to regroup the album. No problem, just click Suggest Groups and MediaCasa will automatically regroup the entire album based on time and location again. Now, if you want to move specific photos or videos to another group, it's easy. Select the items you want to move and click the Group button. Then, choose the group where you want those media files to go. What if you want to move items between albums instead of groups? For example, let's say I want to split this album into two separate albums. I'll select the items or groups I want to move and click Move to Album. This brings up a dialog where I can choose which album to move the items to. In this case, I'll create a new album. Now, I have two draft albums. If I later decide to move items between those draft albums, I can select the items, click Move to Album, choose Draft Albums, and start typing the name of the album. MediaCasa will show a list of matching albums, and I can select the one I need. In the same way, you can move media into albums that have already been saved. Let's say my friends send me a few photos later, and I want to add them to an existing album. I can move those photos into the already organized album with just a few clicks. Another powerful feature in MediaCasa is the ability to shift the dates of media files. This is really helpful if your photos or videos have incorrect dates, which can happen for a variety of reasons. For example, when you receive photos or videos through social networks or messaging apps, they often strip away the original metadata, including the date. Incorrect dates can also occur if the date on your device, like a DSLR camera or drone, is set up incorrectly. To fix this, simply select the media you want to adjust and click the Shift Date button. A dialog will appear where you can set how much to shift the dates for the selected media. Finally, let's talk about the Information panel. This panel gives you detailed information about any selected media file, including the date, file name, and more. If a file has a globe icon, that means it has location data. You can click to view the location on a map or get the full address of where the media was captured. And that's it. With MediaCasa, editing albums becomes much faster and easier. You can fine-tune your albums, clean up duplicates, move items between groups and albums, and even adjust dates, all in one place. Thanks for watching, and I hope this helps you make the most of MediaCasa's powerful editing tools.